This is gonna be cool.
Welcome, Booker Player 1 with another trip through the Nostalgia Vault with Beavis and Butthead for the Super Nintendo. We'll put it on hard, see how far we get.
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the matter, dude?
So their idea is to go to these places, do cool stuff, take pictures, and that'll suffice instead of like, money or tickets. So you've got the school, streets, the hospital, and the Turbo Mall 2000. We're just gonna do the stages in order.
What's the matter, dude? Whoa.
Yeah.
A lot of skate kids in this school. I mean, if you get hit, there's no reason to kill him. There's like no point system in this game or anything. You can put quarters in the machines, then catch the food to heal. I'm always gonna check out these rooms. Give me the gun, Stuart. Need that.
Yeah.
So pressing select lets you change who you're controlling for playing single player. Oh, too close. Play a little combo move. You can launch Beavis to get over obstacles. Any goodies in here? So I will say that this show is another cartoon that holds a special place in my heart, as well as my butt. Helped inform a lot of my humor as a young child. My earliest memories of this show were catching it late night in marathon sessions on MTV while visiting my grandparents. It's where I grew up. We didn't have like MTV or Comedy Central or like any good TV channels, so visiting my grandparents, like one of the highlights was getting to watch real TV as a kid. And this is one of the things that I just always looked forward to watching. Yeah, diarrhea. There's a melee weapon back there we could have got, but just keep the gun. The only thing it's good for is in that little guy on the bottom there. Good, you know that the game transitioned me first. Oh well. Which of course watching this show warranted a couple of phone calls home about whether or not I was allowed to watch it or not. Very funny conversation between my mother and grandmother. I got a chance to heal up here. Okay, not all the way, but way better than what we were doing. Much better shape. Also, let's just grab another gun. This whole section, we get chased by Principal McVicker. You little bastards! All these great voices that we got, courtesy of Mike Judge. If he grabs you, you start the section over. So don't let him do that. You can grab these chemistry set things here for a weapon. They're not very good, so don't. Like, the most you can get is like 6 of them, and they're just not very good weapons, so just don't bother. You suck, Beavis. Play some chicken. You got a little blocking move you can do to avoid the basketballs unless they bounce up into your, face, in which case they still hurt you. I tried to block there and I timed it very poorly. Win, win, win. That's what I'm trying to do, game. Fucking skateboard kids. Rude ass kids. Beavis does suck. Also, who's throwing all these basketballs? Who's doing that? I demand answers. Alright, so for this part sucks. So playing 2-player, you're probably going to get hit. The best way I have to get past that is control butthead, launch Beavis, and then as Beavis lands, switch to Beavis. Same thing for these fucking showers. This one here is kind of like a puzzle. Slouch over. Don't let Buzzcut grab you, he does a lot of damage. Yeah, see that range on that little towel whip she has is stupid. Big range on the towel. Much painful rat tails. Got Buzzcut, you wanna grab us? We're gonna go check the phone. I want you to kick me in the jimmy. Nope. Get some pizza. Take another hit.
Whoa.
Who steals so much pizza from Stuart? But he knows what he did, so. Oh, don't do it. I did my little trick there and it didn't work. Got a whole ass alligator in the toilet. Boop, blop. Ah, almost made it to the end. That's so terrible. All that fancy dodging I did, all for naught. Yeah, see, Buzzcut does way too much damage. He just grabs you and flips you out. Elvis was here. Nom 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 nom. All the nom noms for Beavis. Just the timing and hitboxes in this game. This is a really good example of like a Nintendo hard game. And just a lot of artificial difficulty built in via wonky hitboxes and shitty platforming. But as a kid, you know, I was all about Beavis and Butthead. You know, very impressionable youth I was. So I liked video games. I liked Beavis and Butthead. I wanted the Beavis and Butthead video game. I needed it. One of these titles that may have been artificially difficult to ensure that it would be rented multiple times from the old Blockbuster. Alright, I think we're heading for the boss fight. Here we go. Yep. You can smack the basketballs into Todd and Earl if you so desire and are able to line it up properly. That's one of our cool pictures. It's going to get us into the Guar concert.
Work there, dude.
And then every time you beat a level, you can catch fish to get some of your health back. I don't know what magical food fairy is dropping all this stuff, but you know, thank God. If I can grab any of it, shit. There we go. You just gotta avoid the old lady and the dog. Make sure you get all your health back. Alright, there we go. So as long as you're dragging it, or it has that little bit of extra lift, the dog can't grab it. Or you can go under it too.
Work there,
To the streets of Highland.
Whoa.
So the birds will do two things. They'll dive bomb you or they'll lay eggs. If they don't start shooting eggs out, they just duck and they'll miss you. Got some rakes here, some Sideshow Bob action if that's more your speed. But honestly, when was the last time Simpsons were funny? Just leave those there. The best way to describe this game is just a old school like Nintendo hard platformer with a coat of Beavis and Butthead paint. I wonder if that's Anderson's dog, so we can wash it with the lemons into chunks. Washing the dog, washing the dog. So if you're playing single player, if the inactive of the two duo falls, you don't take damage. If the active one falls, then just switch to the other so you can keep going. You have to wait for the respawn if you do that.
Whoa.
Titanium shopping cart. Those manhole covers will launch, and they hurt you if they hit you, but you can smash them. I wanted those chips. It's all good though. It's all good. So another clothesline jumping segment, but this time we get weapons. By the way, these segments, there's one next level 2 that's kind of like this, are really hard playing 2-player, since you share a life bar. Not doing great on life. It's alright though. Killed by an egg. Ain't that the way it always goes? Death by egg. We are heading up on the boss. That's a cheap one right there. Yep, here we go, boss time. Mr. Anderson, veteran of 2 foreign wars. Thankfully your AI partner will toss you ammo. I don't know why his leaf blower is like full of apples, but you know, it is. You can't throw apples at me, I'm a veteran of 2 foreign wars. Probably the easiest boss out of the 4 that we fight. The 2 boys been whacking off in my tool shed. Do some more couch fishing. And again, just thank you, Magical Food Fairy, for providing this feast. It's full. We'll go ahead and... I was trying to end it. Here we go. There we go.
That was cool. What better, dude?
To the hospital. That's some music.
Whoa.
There we go. It's a good room. Yeah, so the doctors will jump at you, so just kind of let them jump over you and do that. Not too hard. There's no reason to not check every door. It's usually items. And usually opportunities to heal if you've been taking damage. Which again, we're in a hospital, so I don't want to know what Beavis is eating out of the cabinets. Feels like a Cornholio moment. If you want that soda can, you can just do this. Or full on health, we didn't need it, but yeah. That's how you get it. Little combo move. Oh, he got us. And we got some variety for gameplay here. Which I'll give the game that. They didn't have to throw in extra stuff like this. So if you're playing almost said double player, if you're playing 2-player, whoever controls Butthead pushes, whoever controls Beavis does the firing, the IV fluid. So getting that coordinated can be difficult. Or at least it was when I was a kid. There's no reason to like not just spam your IV fluid. You have so much ammo. When you get to the X-ray machine with no bucket, you're done. Okay, so kind of like the clothesline thing, only here the lights will fall. So another section, it sucks if you're playing 2-player. If you're playing single player, it's pretty easy. Not too bad. There's a bucket behind that curtain, so make sure you jump. And nothing really in here. Just some doctors. Again, there's secret Takes us to a room kind of like the one at the school, where you go back and forth and get the food. Alright, we're full. Let's wait. These idle animations are certainly something. I got lucky with the time I got to start watching this show, because it was after the show was like out of its infancy. It wasn't the like crude, like scratchy style that it had when it first started, like with the no budget. I got to come along a lot, you know, like episodes like Workers' Comp and Fly, and stuff like that. Die, Fly, Die. That's the name of the episode, I think. Nosebleed. Stuff like that, you know. Way after the Way Down Mexico Way days. Had a ton of them on VHS after the fact. You know, they would have like, you know, like a collection of like 8-10 episodes all on a VHS tape. Had a ton of those as a kid. So like if you play the levels in order, there's some continuity here. We beat Todd up and now he's at the hospital. That's a good touch. Now to the nurse's locker room for our boss fight. The noises she makes are amazing.
Whoa. What matter, dude?
Let me go ahead and do that.
What matter, dude?
Remember in the mid-90s when everything in the future was just whatever it was, and then you added 2000, and now it was in the future. You get food out of some of these.
Whoa. Whoa.
Well, half health is better than no health. Calm elevator music. Alright, enough of that. No reason to beat him up, but why not? This ball apparently has like a really severe bug problem. And an alligator problem, I guess. Where's girl from Ipanema? Need that.
Whoa. Whoa.
The same thing as the hospital level. The only difference here is you don't get a reload for your weapon, so you can't just like spam it. A lot of banks and a lot of burger places in this mall. The arcade is your finish line. So, Butt Fighter is a mini game you can play. I'll play it one time. It's not a great mini game, but you know, they didn't have to give us anything. It's the thought that counts.
Whoa.
Alright, some more bug squishing. I don't know if I've ever seen a mall cop with a billy club. I'm sure that exists, but I've never seen it. It's a lost art in the mall cop. These days it's all tasers and pepper spray. There we go.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and fill up because we're at the boss fight. This Boss Hog Sausage Man. It was from like a very old episode of the show, but I couldn't tell you which one. I'm sure if anyone watches this and they're a fan, they can inform me. Oh, I'm dying a lot. Ah, he got us. Is it full health too? I have no excuse for that. That sucks. This is probably the hardest boss out of the four. I see if ducking would let you avoid that. It does not. That's okay, we got him this time. Boss Hog Sausage Man.
Yeah, yeah.
During the pictures, you can use the face buttons to like change their faces. If you care. If that's a thing you're interested in doing.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa.
You go, you get caught. We're done there.
That was cool.
So that's our final bout of couch fishing. Now we're heading to the Guar concert.
What better, dude? Yeah, yeah.
Play Butt Fighter again if you want to. Yeah, so once we have this paintball gun, we're in good shape.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They just get the one security guy, but he's really fast. The game's gonna try to trick you into grabbing that. Don't. Just keep your gun. Just falling flaming TVs, it's fine. Alright, this is the last screen of the game. Same thing, launch over the guitar players and just shoot the yellow guy. That's all you really gotta do. Oh, because he grabs you, he buzz cuts you, and it kills you. That's just some bad timing. It's gonna be alright though. He's a persistent guy, ain't he? That's pretty much it. You're home free once you get past that last guitar guy. Except, oh, this guy kicks you in the face too, but you know, you're fine. That's, you know, real life accurate. Guar sprite.
Yeah, yeah.
Guar does rule. The guitar player did kick your butt, Beavis. Kicks you right in the face. And that was Beavis and Butthead for the Super Nintendo on Dude difficulty. Not a great game. I've definitely played way worse licensed titles. but it does hold a special place in my heart, and as I said, also in my butt. It informed a lot of the things I find funny, and a love for like adult-oriented cartoons. It was the first time I'd seen a cartoon that like, you know, did like the risque sort of humor like this in The Simpsons, were the eye openers for me. That cartoons weren't just all like Bugs Bunny and you know, what have you. So I hope everyone enjoyed. Looking forward to doing more Nostalgia Vault stuff in the future. If anybody watching this has a suggestion for another nostalgic licensed game I could look into, feel free to, you know, let me know all about that. And as always, anyone who likes, comments, subscribes, clicks the bell, watches for even just a few seconds, greatly appreciate it. The channel is still super itty bitty, and any love you send my way is greatly appreciated. For realsies, as the kids say. Big props to Mike Judge. Glad we're getting new Beavis and Butthead these days. It's a real treat. Alright, you guys stay safe.